Well, straight on to the final of the men's pairs, and in less than 10 minutes, one of these 6 partnerships will inherit the title, won by Steve Redgrave and Matthew Pinsent in Barcelona and again in Atlanta. Well, who's it going to be, Dan?
Well, the British have been looking very, very good all week. They were out in front in their opening heat against the world champions there. Jimmy Long's sitting there now, there in your picture. Beautiful oarsman. He's really Australia's equivalent of Steve Redgrave, a great champion, double Olympic champion in the awesome foursome in Barcelona and Atlanta. A great rower here. Lost his partner from the world championships last year and has taken on Longy, sitting there in the bow seat, who has fitted in beautifully, looking very good. But these are the 2 men with great pedigree. They were 3rd in the Olympics in Atlanta 4 years ago. They won the World Championships the following year and were 2nd the year after that. Great experienced athletes from France.
Yes, they're just down in about 3rd place at the moment, alongside the Australians. But in fact, it's Ed Code and Greg Searle of Great Britain who've made the fastest of all starters. We get a quick look at these 2 Yugoslavians.
Yugoslavia is sitting 2nd at the moment and working very hard. They're at about 36 strokes a minute, with the British pair looking very strong and relaxed out in front, half a length out in front at 34 strokes a minute.
Ed Code there in the bow seat. Put behind him the disappointment of not retaining his place in the 4, and they could seriously be on for a medal, but they're going to do it the hard way. And there you can see the Australians, Dan. James tends to start steadily to find the rhythm, and then they seem to build it up.
He does. He likes to get into the rhythm. He likes to sit there, but he's actually just overlapping. He's sitting in quite a good position there. He does like to take it steady and then build up over the second half. Same with the French. France like to really wind up the last 500 meters, and they are terribly fast over the last 500 meters, and they caught the British pair on the line in the semi-final, just on the line, having come from about a length and a half down. So here now, Great Britain leading by about half a length from Yugoslavia as they come into the first 500-meter mark.
Yes, and still doing good work, the British duo. And here they are, Greg Searle, 28 years of age, of course, Olympic champion in the cox pairs in Barcelona in '92, and a bronze medal from the men's 4s in Atlanta. But he's only interested in winning.
Yeah, he's a famous finisher as well, and they are looking very good and strong here. So that's a very good position for the British to be in. Of course, Greg Searle has a great rivalry with Tompkins, the stroke of the Australian boat, because Greg Searle was in the bronze medal 4, hoping to win a gold medal in Atlanta, and got beaten by the Tompkins 4 in the last 250 meters. But they're looking very strong, Great Britain, there, with Australia beginning to pick up the pace there, looking very elegant, very fluent there as they sit in the third place.
Top of the picture there, the Americans. We haven't talked too much about them. Ted Murphy and Sebastian Abia, coached by Mike Tatey and John Pescatori, and they're very much on the premises on the far side.
Well, Ted Murphy was in the Atlanta 8 for United States. Bayer was in the gold medal crew, the 8 of 1997. So a lot of experience in that American pair. I saw them out there in May putting the boat together. So they've only been together since May, but it looked very effective then. But they're sitting in 4th place now.
Still the Yugoslavians on the premises. They've got the advantage down to about half a length. That's the lead that the British have, with the Americans in 3rd place, then the French, who are in 4th place, and the Australians are right alongside them. Nothing much between France on the left of your picture and in the white hats Australia on the far side, and it's all about to happen. You sense something's about to happen.
Well, Great Britain looking quite strong where they are there. Yugoslavia putting them under pressure, and the United States sitting in 3rd. Again, rowing well. They move very long because they're very tall athletes, both of them, and they've got long arms and legs. They move very well. Ted Murphy looks down very much at the seat in front of him, but it doesn't stop him from getting good length, good strength.
Well, now the British still with that half a length, and they've held the Yugoslavians, who not really made too much more progress. But look at the French. Suddenly, Dan, the French have come alive. This is a fantastic burst that they're putting in. Now, we thought that this would come a little later. It's come a little earlier.
Well, they have certainly decided to make a move early on in the race. Look at that. They've just eaten up Yugoslavia, and they are eating up the British. This extraordinary burst here for France. They have just taken about a length out of the field, now a length and a half, and look, every stroke, they're up to 44, and they are moving in the third 500, which is extraordinarily brave, but they are up there. Look at them go. They've now moved into the lead from about a length and a half down, and at 500 metres to go, they have devastated the field. And Yugoslavia now begin to move on Great Britain.
Indeed, these are the two men who took a bronze medal in the pairs behind Pinson and Redgrave 4 years ago, and they've almost got a length on the British. This is an unbelievable. They caught the whole field napping, and Australia now have woken up as well to the danger. But have they all left it too late? Because Tompkins and Long have now found the rhythm. They're now beginning to move. Murphy and Beer on the far side, but Angiou and Roland, the two 30-somethings for France, have gone.
That was the most devastating burst I have ever seen at a World Championships. In about 500 metres, they took 2 lengths out of the field, and they are still moving away. And now the Great Britain pair are under pressure from the United States and from Australia. It's these three crews now looking for the silver medal. Can Greg Searle for Great Britain wind it up now the way he's been able to do it in the past and move out to keep that silver medal? But for the United States, over there in lane 1, just beginning to make a show on them as well. And the Australians, world champions, Jimmy Long in the stroke seat, trying to move past Great Britain as well. What a great battle, and they're beginning to move back on France. France has made that big push, and now the others are beginning to move back on them as the French are beginning to die.
Indeed, how much petrol have the French got left in the tank now? Australia, James Tompkins really winding it up, and Britain are the meat in the sandwich. They are a really uncomfortable position. The French are at the bottom of the screen, and they look as if they're just about going to get there, and they do. France take gold, America silver, Australia bronze, and Britain only 4th.
What a disappointment for the British, but what a triumph for France. What a brave card they played there. Just they're about to turn the boat over, but they live in this boat, these two men. This is their boat. This is what they've been best at all their lives, and what a great way to sign off. This has to be the end for them. Are they going to tip right over? Nope. Are they going to tip over? They've seen the danger, but I bet they're good swimmers as well. Semi-final here, they weren't really sure what they were going to get, but there you have it. France half a length ahead of United States, just a sniff ahead of Australia.
Well, no rowing goals for France in Atlanta, but this is a truly well-deserved victory for the two seasoned campaigners. Well, the French, they were world champions in the 4 in 1993 and 1994. They were world champions in 95 and 97 in the pair. But this is the big one. And as you said, Dan, what a fabulous way to sign off what has been a great career for French rowing. And these two boys, well, they're absolutely delighted, and so they should be.